Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth, Tarot, and Astrology. I won't be doing astrology today though. I'm going to be looking into, well, I won't say what I call the couple out loud, but the Kushners is the kindest way I can say it. And Paula wants me to do an update and look into what's going on with them. So anyway, this will be one of the many videos that I will add to their playlist. In case you've missed any of them, just check there. Okay, so let me swap out cameras here and I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to use a kipper. So this one's Ciro Marchetti's. It's an extended edition. There's several extra cards. I think maybe 4 extra cards. I can't remember. I think it goes up to 40. Anyway. Let me settle in. Set my intention to let go of any personal bias I have as to anyone who may come through these cards, but I'm focusing in on the relationship with Ivanka and Jared. Ivanka and Jared Kushner. And this is May 8th, 2023, by the way. So, of course, it's an update. Well, as usual, Jared feels very split off. I can't really feel him. Okay, let's see. Seems like when I feel into him, his eyes just kind of dart around. Probably too many things going on in his life. Maybe trying to keep his head above water, something like that. So Ivanka has come through so far. Ooh. She's up on the top where she has some control, but she is heading away from the reading, and all of this is sneaking up behind her. Everything to her back she doesn't see coming. Wow. Oh, and here's Jared here. Probably this would be his dad, or this could be Trump. And the work he does. Right? And how that's going to change his life. Wow. Oh, righty then. Lordy. Okay, if you're pressed for time and you don't want to sit through the details here, suffice to know that Jared is very... Here we go. Let's do it this way. Jared is in a very, very tight relationship with... I think his dad's still alive, but I think this is Trump because this is our father-in-law card and father card. Now, it could be MBS as well. It's some older man. Well, no, it couldn't be because MBS is only like 40-something. So no, this has to be Trump or his dad. But then... it's somebody he works for, right? Because you go to the cards around it for clues. It's someone he works for. He doesn't work for his dad, I don't think. He rescued his dad, and I'm pretty sure Trump got his dad out of prison. I think he pardoned him and got him out. But anyway, that's probably a part of a deal. This is Jared working for Trump. And then, this is a card of relocation. Moving house, and this is overseas. I don't know if Ivanka goes with him. Let's see what the rest of the deck says. Okay, so, or rest of the spread here. Right in the center, oh, this is what I was feeling, this place where he's just really distracted. And of course he is a thief as well. And this card knights up to Ivanka. You know, and in a good relationship, just a note here, if you're doing readings for yourself or anyone else, in a good relationship, it would be, you know, these cards would be like this. And there would be some really good cards. Let's say he was here and she was here, and then all these cards were good. you could see what's between them. But then again, the further away they get from each other, unless they're on the very ends, then you can kind of bookend it in. But when there are negative cards in between, that's the basis of their relationship. Or if their backs are towards each other and maybe there's some other people cards, like, who's this guy? Right? That's what I'm wondering there. So, okay. There's some energy-sucking vampire that she has control over. And I don't know who this guy is, but maybe it's just her ambitions, because it doesn't have to be a person. The wealthy man is definitely ambitions. And it's also my card for attorneys and, those types of professionals. So she's looking to some, I think, legal professional as to the rules and regulations because of this down patch that she's in, based on, she hooked her wagon to her dad. So that's the, the major issue there going on. And she's got to pay the price for that, right? So let's see. This energy-sucking vampire distracted thievery is documented. There are recordings and documents that have been developing over a very long time. So, of course, this would be her dad. And this would be her dad's health as well. I can't imagine what else would cause her this much stress, other than the fact that, like I said, she hitched her wagon to him. Also, this poverty card down here tells me that this is her consciousness. It's her poverty consciousness. Like, no, what am I going to do now? And this would have been her mother, but, well, then again, it could be because it knights to the coffin. God, I'll never forget that long, long time ago when I kept getting this card in the coffin every time I would read on, I don't know if it was Trump. Actually, I think it was on all of them. Whether it was Don Jr. or Ivanka or whoever I was reading on, because I used to do the whole family every week. And it kept coming through. And it took, it had to happen before I realized what it was. It was Ivanka's death. So this could be Ivanka. But it could also be any other supportive older woman who holds secrets for her. Or, this could be Liz Cheney, because this is my J6 committee card, or it used to be. She did meet with the J6 committee and answered all types of questions, and I know that was the first time she flipped. So I do think that this might be Liz Cheney on one level. These readings can give us layers of information. But it does make sense to me that it's Liz Cheney, because it would have been just about, over 2 years ago. And this, when it comes to timing, this can be a 2-year card. So, but if you're looking for what's going to happen in a couple of years, she's going to have health issues or a major down patch legally that gets her. And then I'm sure you guys are all looking at these cards going, what? Look at that. So if she's not locked up herself, or he's not locked up, if Jared or Ivanka both aren't locked up, or either one of them, it's at least a big restriction of their assets. Right? Because remember, she's part of Trump.org, Trump Incorporated, all of that. All of the adult spawn have been banned from, well, at least in New York, in the state of New York, they've been banned from creating any charitable foundations because they stole all that money from the kids' cancer charity. Jeez, can you imagine? So, major down patch. This is like the 9 of Swords in the tarot, except worse, because it's not just a headache or a nightmare. This is like really bad. She's not happy. She's not happy at all. This is a card of just being tortured with worry. You can see in the background here, it says, not hiring. Even the poor puppy's sad. You just can't get out of this. Now, on another level, too, this is my card for violence and self-destruction, self-sabotage, not sleeping at night, demands put on the person, which would be her, because all of this, remember, is coming up behind her back. So I think that in the future, because this, I tend to go past, present, future, I'm thinking that she's going to be called in again. And so maybe it's someone else besides, because I think, well, I know for sure the January 6th committee has given everything up to the DOJ. But maybe this is a woman at the DOJ, because this would be my DOJ card. This would be my Jack Smith card. Right? So Jack Smith is coming up behind her. And she does have some control as to what she has given and will give to the DOJ. So we'll see. Maybe she perjures herself. Because why do we have this card here? Going back to what frames in the reading. So in the corners here, again, she has ambitions, but this could be her brother Don Jr. It could also be Eric. Maybe she's looking to them like, what did you guys say? Did you say anything stupid? What did you, But I think she told as much of the truth as she felt that I doubt she gave up any information without being pressured, is what I'm trying to say. But she has some strategy. And I think the strategy is to travel and get the heck out of Dodge with a bunch of money. Notice we don't have the child card here. Like, I would think that she really gives a crap about her children and doesn't want to put them in any harm's way, or put them in the way of any possible harm in the future. But maybe, because that's the thing, Jared, he's the global boy. He knows all different countries, and they may have a safe place. Because look at what knight's to her, right? A community card that's in another country. And remember, we had this card here with Jared. It was, it went actually like this, in this order, moving to another country. So I think they're going to take off. I don't know where. There are many countries that, in the UAE that do not have extradition treaties. The list is huge. I have a clipboard over here somewhere with all of those countries, but it'd be too boring to get it out. You can just, if you want to drop it in the comments, I can always, if you're thinking of a certain country, I can look it up and say yes or no. Or you can Google it and see, basically Dubai. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now I'm curious. Here it is. Okay, countries with no extradition treaty with the U.S. I'm looking to see where would she want to go. Bahrain? Oh, I don't know about that. Morocco. Yeah, they probably would be safe in Morocco, wouldn't they? Qatar, I don't know. I don't know about that. Saudi Arabia, I don't think she'd be safe there. I don't think women would be safe there. Anywhere in the UAE, so yeah, maybe Morocco. I mean, if I were her, that's what I would pick. That's where I would choose to go. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are probably way more adept at thinking of those areas than I am. Okay, so let's see. What else? So the important thing is the cards knighting to her have to do with the community and travel. Also, this is their soul journey that's, she has put herself on a certain trajectory. Like I said, by hitching her wagon to her father. She never needed to do that. She did it for the money. Just says all the kids, any of those kids could have, any of those adults could have started their own life outside of him, but they didn't. So, okay. I think that this is Don Jr. Well, and Eric. I think this card stands in for the brothers, and they are in despair as well. They are having just as many problems as she has. Self-sabotage, self-destruction. They have a strategy to try and hold on to some assets and some safety and some material possessions here. Here's the strategy, here's the material possessions, to get some real estate, to get, something stable, basically. This is also my card for clans. And of course, it's the home card, right? Well, at home in the USA, they're going through a very painful ending because of legal. See how the book ends here, telling us the whole story, right? Painful ending and loss. This card's usually called fatality, but what we have is the painful ending and loss to what they had of their reputation. And Trump Towers. This would be my card for Trump Towers because it's a tall building card. But a painful ending and loss because of the discovery coming through from Jack Smith, and that's the trajectory they're on. Jack Smith has a lot of information, and I'm sure that Liz Cheney or anyone else on that J6 committee would give up or help point out, any information that he needed. And he's looking down on the thievery, and Jack Smith is meeting with people. Jack Smith has an intensive amount of teamwork with the DOJ, FBI, Merrick Garland, mostly just DOJ. And this woman, whoever this woman is, or maybe it's just my stand-in card for secrets, right? Because this is a woman who holds confidentiality. Jack Smith has control over her, or they work together well and have been for quite some time. See, they're back to back, but he's looking at all of this. Like, he's looking at leveling these guys, and he has been developing it for a very long time, and he has the goods. And yeah, this has been a nightmare for him to get through too. So there's that. But this line right here tells me that he'll do very well. And maybe there's the RICO charges. Maybe that's why we have this poverty card in here, because maybe he proves that, well, I know that that's what he's going to get Trump for darn sure, is RICO charges, plus obstruction of justice, plus trying to overturn an election, plus the stolen documents are right here. Man, there's a lot in this reading. This is not just about Ivanka and Jared, is it? Wow. Yeah, and if all this is coming through about them, you can imagine what's on their dad, right? Or on her dad, his father-in-law. So I see money laundering, RICO issues, RICO charges, racketeering, influence, corrupt organization charges coming down right here. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Is there any reason to mirror some other cards? The direction that Ivanka and Jared are headed is great restriction and imprisonment no matter where they go. And their wealth is really screwed up. Their ability to make money is really screwed up. At least for the time being. Maybe if they do make it to another country and then they try, I imagine he'll figure out a way to make money, and she will too. But are there enough people over there that are as dumb as the MAGAs, right? if they make it to another country. With this card here and this card here, it doesn't look to me like they will make it. But these cards here show me the plans for sure. And I've gotten this before. When I read on Trump a long time ago, I saw the whole RICO chart. I saw, everything that Jack Smith, and that it was a huge web. It was much bigger than Trump. But then there was also this coffin card and this card. Like that's when I figured out, oh, maybe he will try to make it out of the country. But this would be not making it, but, I really wanted to. Yeah, so they all think that they can flee. And I suppose they probably could find a way, but it will end in a very painful way, no matter where they go. It's like you can wherever you go, you take your karma with you because it's inside of you. So let's see. Poverty consciousness over a long period of time has been their greatest issue. Self-sabotage. Yeah, they've been wondering for a while what to do. And then they go and build this monster house in West Palm Beach. It's like, okay, well, you're going to sell that? What are you going to do? Because somehow or another he got $2 billion from MBS, right? Or I guess he's getting the fees from overseeing his MBS's hedge fund. Anyway, what a bunch of dirtbags. Anything to make money. Now that is major poverty consciousness. It's not about love. It's not about service. It's not about support. It's not about caring for other people. It's about making money. Those poor kids, man. And no child card showing up here whatsoever. So, okay. I think I'm going to let this go because the rest of it's just about money. And that's all they think about, and I've just said that 12 times, so. Okay, thanks you guys. Hope you're doing really well. Take good care. Bye.